For decades, the world's answer to African poverty has been aid, food, aid cash, aid emergency relief. Important, yes. But is aid alone actually the answer? Despite billions in aid and decades of oil wealth, millions of Nigerians still spend hours in petrol queues searching for fuel their own country produces. Aid can feed a family for a day. It rarely builds the one thing that actually ends poverty for good, a factory that pays a wage every single week. The deeper problem was never a lack of resources. Africa exports its raw materials cheap, and the real value is created somewhere else entirely. Crude oil becomes refined fuel, cocoa becomes chocolate, cotton becomes clothing, minerals become batteries. Every step means more jobs and more income. Extract, export, raw, import, finished. That was the old chain. The new chain adds two words. We refine, we produce. That's where real jobs begin. The Dangote refinery set out to prove that chain could change, converting Nigeria's own crude oil into finished exportable products right there on African soil. This is the blueprint move from exporting raw materials and importing finished goods to refining locally, producing locally, building lasting local wealth. Inside the refinery, crude oil is received, distilled, separated, and quality checked. An entire production process employing thousands of skilled workers. Advanced production lines and strict quality assurance turn raw material into export-grade fuel, work that didn't exist in Nigeria at this scale before. Storage and distribution networks move that fuel across the country. Work for truck drivers, engineers, technicians, and logistics teams alike. Trucks and ships now deliver Dangote fuel across Nigeria and beyond, an entire supply chain of jobs built around one decision: to produce, not extract. 650,000 barrels refined daily, over 100,000 jobs created, billions saved. One factory did what aid alone could not. Energy security, industrial growth, food security through fertilizer, real innovation. This is what factories deliver that emergency aid was never designed for. Every one of those jobs began as a construction site workers, building something that would still be paying wages long after any aid program ended. Africa's resources were never the problem. What the continent needed was the capacity to turn those resources into factories, wages, and lasting prosperity. Aid can offer relief in a crisis, but only production factories and jobs can offer Africa something aid was never built to give: independence. This is only the beginning of that story. The full story is in my new book, Dangote Refinery, available now on Amazon.